Wednesday, sorry, the 1st of October. And I'm going to be breaking down my pre-market game plan. This was ES futures on the 15-minute time frame. So notice how I use 15-minute fair value gaps to form my pre-market game plan. So there's a few things I look for. So we had a key level from yesterday. I'm going to be breaking this down on the charts as well. We had a key level from yesterday. So I don't trade near the daily opening price. So this is the daily PO3 indicator, PO3 by 2 degrees. This is the daily opening price, which I've labeled in a red line. Now, from my experience, when price is at the daily opening price, it often chops around on the 5 and the 1 minute time frame. So I use the 15-minute time frame for key levels, and I use the 5 or primarily the 1 minute for my entries. Now, what makes this an accurate way to trade is that 15-minute fair value gaps are respected often with pinpoint precision. Now, the reason you don't capitalize on this is because you don't understand the where, the what, and the why. So you don't understand order flow at these key levels. But what we can see here, if we zoom in, is that we have a 15-minute fair value gap here. So this was my key level. So for those traders who are interested, this was a key level that held from the previous week, end of September, going into the start of October. So we had a 15-minute fair value gap, and our job now is to understand what was going on in this market, right? So we're going to be breaking this down in terms of the trading view chart. So if I just bring up trading view here, what we had over here, so this was our key level of interest, right? So this was the main level I was looking at. So a couple of things to note from here is that we've had a sweep of the previous day low, right? So this was Wednesday. Now, the low of the week typically occurs around Tuesday/Wednesday. So we never know the exact day that's going to happen. Our job is to simply manipulate and time this with key levels. So we've had a sweep of the previous day low. So if I kind of zoom into this, we've had a sweep of the previous day low, and this was our Judah swing, or the low of the day. So I was anticipating this to be the low of the day, right? So if we get to this key level, I will anticipate this to be the low of the day, and of course the low of the week, right? So that's what I was looking at here. So here's our Judah swing on ES futures. So if I continue on with price, what I'm looking for, this is what's interesting now, right? So if you're a trader who struggles with something I mentioned previously, right? So FOMO, revenge trading, any kind of emotion, you can fix a lot of your emotions if you simply had the patience to wait for key levels. So I've had questions about my key levels. How do I determine key levels? So key levels are one of the easiest things you can determine, and one of the most important things, right? So if I just zoom out a little bit, what we had was structure high and then structure low down here. So what made this a key level was this, right? So we had this